Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? We hope you continue to enjoy the lessons. Imagine how time is flying. But at the same time, we believe you're learning something. We believe you're implementing something. This is how we shall get transformed. So today we continue with the money personalities. Last week we looked at the spender money personality. Are you one of them? Are you a spender? Do you know someone who's a spender? Are you going out of your way to become their accountability partner? If you are a spender, what is it that you're doing to protect yourself from yourself? So today we want to look at the second money personality, an interesting one, and this is the personality we call the saver money personality. So who is this person? But even before we continue, I'd like to still put a disclaimer. There's no personality that is better than the other. We're just becoming self-aware, just understanding what drives our spending so that we can relate better with money, so that we can help our friends, we can help our children, we can help our relatives who we think are these personalities, and we want to go out of our way to tell them what they can do so that they can relate better with money. So the saver, and a story is told of an old man that collapsed and died. And when he was taken to the mortuary, it was discovered that inside his trouser he had this bunch of money, a lot of money in him. And then when the post-mortem was done, it was discovered that this mzee died of hunger. He was walking around with a bunch of money in his pocket, and he died because of hunger. Well, that might be an extreme demonstration of the saver personality, but now you start to understand who is a saver. And a saver is a person who detests spending. A saver will spend just because they must. They are the complete opposite of the spender. And so you will find that a spender, whereas a spender spends without a budget and on impulse, the saver will hardly go to do any shopping without a budget. They have a shopping list, and that shopping list has the estimate or the actual amount of money they will spend, and they will hardly spend outside of that shopping list. It doesn't matter what they find in the supermarket or in the shops. It doesn't matter how they might feel they need it. If they had not planned to buy that item, they will not buy. They sit and they do a shopping list, they do a budget, and they will only spend if they have money. The other thing about the saver is that this is the person who likes bargains. This is the person who knows all those cheap corners. You know those chochoros where things are being sold on discount? They are the ones who know them. They are the ones who know where you can get the same things at the best bargains. And this is the character who will walk around the shops trying to look at where they can save even just 1 shilling. So before they shop, they do window shopping first. And the reason for window shopping is to identify the places where they can get bargains. So do you know any of your friend who knows where you will get the best bargains? Those mashimoshimo in Gikomba, those mashimoshimo in Kamukunji, where things are going at cheaper prices, they are the ones who we are calling savers. So the other thing about a saver is that they don't like borrowing money. A saver does not like taking loans. You know those friends of yours that tell you, me, I've never taken a loan? Those are the savers. They don't like taking loans, and especially when they know they will repay that loan at interest. They detest anything that will call for them to pay interest. So they don't like to borrow, and if by any chance they borrow your money, they don't like to stay with people's money. This is the person who, if they owe somebody, they wake up at night to go and pay that debt. They don't like to owe somebody, and they also don't like to borrow. Now, what are the strong points about a saver. Number one is that they do not struggle to save. Saving comes easy with them, and they like to see their money. They like touching the money. Whereas the spender gets his excitement from spending, a saver, on the other hand, gets excitement by having their money in hard cash. If you're an extreme saver, sometimes they don't even trust the bank. They would rather keep their money with them. That is how the story of that mzee who is dying and is walking around with money in his pocket. In the worst case scenario, or in the extreme cases, they would rather keep their money. They don't trust even the banks. So they don't struggle with savings. And number two is that they can be trusted with money because they don't struggle to spend. I mean, they don't go overspending. They're not excited about spending. This is somebody who you can easily trust. Keep for me this money. They'll keep your money. They'll never use it. They'll never give it out. At the end of the day, you will still come and find your money is there. So they can be trusted with money. And number three is that you will hardly ever find a saver falling into the trap of over borrowing. They normally, on the extreme cases, they don't borrow, but even if they really have to borrow, you will never find them struggling like so many of us do with being indebted in so many places. So they don't struggle with borrowing. Those are the strong points about a saver. How about the weak points of a saver? Number one is that they will miss out on opportunities to invest because they don't like taking risks. So when you like to keep money for yourself, you don't like spending, it means you're likely to miss out on a lot of things because for them to spend, it has to really make sense. They have to really think about it. So you will find that they miss out a lot on opportunities. Number two is that they become obsessed. They can become obsessed with saving. So when you become obsessed with saving, it means that sometimes you will even deny yourself some things that you really need just because you are obsessed with having money for the sake of having money. So if you are a saver personality, how do you help yourself? And the first thing we want to say is if you're a saver, you need to relax. Life is for the living. Once in a while, go out there, entertain yourself, be easy with money sometimes. Without being extravagant, it's good sometimes to just be easy. And number two, these are the people that really need to consult with experts so that you can know how to multiply your money. Instead of just keeping your money in your pocket for the sake of it or in an account for the sake of it, be confident in consulting with experts that can guide you in places where you can invest and then you don't run the risk of losing your money. So those are the two things that you do. And then the third one is allocate yourself a budget item for just spending. Whether you want it or not, just within your budget, allocate something for yourself, for spending on yourself, to entertain yourself, to entertain others, just to be easy with money. So 3 things. Number 1, relax. Just take it easy, a little easy with money. Number 2, consult experts so that you can get to learn investment options that can multiply your money instead of just saving your money for the sake of saving. Number 3, allocate yourself an item in your budget to just spend on yourself so that you don't feel guilty when you go out there and you spend money. So there you are. Look out for the savers within your social circles and socialize with them. Become their accountability partners. Once in a while, get them to go out and spend, have some fun. Like we are saying, life is for the living. So there you are. That's your second money personality. We continue to address the subject of money personalities. And once again, has this helped you? Do you know somebody who can benefit from it? We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share with your friends. Let's all learn together. Let's transform our lives together. See you in the next video.